Opening a business bank account online can feel like walking through a minefield. Whether you're an entrepreneur, business owner, startup founder, or have an international business, you know how tough opening a normal business bank account can be. But trying to open a European bank account online? Well, some might say that's impossible, but not us. While the internet is littered with stories about account opening rejections, non-resident companies being given a flat-out no, and business owners wasting thousands during the account opening process, our team knows better. In this video, we'll explore the best ways to open a European business bank account online, what the benefits are, how you can actually do it, and what you must watch out for. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get alerted every time we post new non-resident banking opportunities. To help you get started with opening European bank accounts online, we have a free non-resident banking starter guide. It's designed to help non-resident and foreigners open bank accounts, so don't forget to download your copy using the link in the description below. Now, let's talk about online account opening for businesses in Europe. The way that this is usually characterized is extremely difficult for foreign companies, laced with extortionate fees, strongly opposed to non-resident businesses, and pretty much impossible. But that's just not true. While some businesses face more challenges than others, it is possible for most businesses to open accounts online in Europe. Of course, each bank has different opening requirements, and business banking is getting increasingly difficult due to changing bank regulations and tougher compliance procedures. So, whether or not your company meets the bank's criteria depends on where you're from, where your company is registered, how much money you have, what ties to the country the bank is in, and whether or not you can acquire the right paperwork. That's why analyzing each bank's opening procedures, document requirements, specific sensitivities, likes and dislikes, and the experiences of companies similar to yours is key to your success. It also helps if you know what your peers are doing, where they're opening, and what problems they faced during account opening. With this in mind, selecting the right country and the right bank is critical to getting your account open. If you choose incorrectly, you'll either get rejected or end up with a useless account that you can't even use. Typically, the most undesirable accounts will have high fees, horrible customer service, lack basic functionality, and you'll pay above market fees to open, maintain, and eventually close it. In a nutshell, there are a number of ways to open a European business bank account online. These include through a traditional brick and mortar bank, through a digital bank, fintech, or EMI that has a banking license, or through a digital bank, fintech, or EMI that doesn't have a banking license. Which option you choose is going to depend on the kind of banking services you need, the amount you will keep on deposit, where you're going to be sending and receiving money from, and much more. And all of that is usually determined by the specific benefits you're trying to unlock. With that in mind, let's discuss why you might want to open a European bank account online. First, European business banking offers low-cost SEPA transfers within Europe. International wire transfers from non-EU countries are expensive. Some companies want to open European business bank accounts to get access to SEPA and slash their transaction fees. This might be highly desirable for foreign companies with business bank accounts in countries that aren't yet supported by TransferWise or that have exorbitant wire transfer fees, horrible conversion rates, and high rates of lost wires. Second, it's also great for those that can't travel and need to open remotely. Sometimes visiting a European bank in person just isn't realistic. Maybe you're too busy, flights are too expensive, you can't get a visa, or there's a global pandemic. If you choose the right bank and know what you're doing, opening a European bank account online can be easier, faster, and way less expensive. But the opposite can be true as well if you're not careful, so choose wisely. Next, if you're looking for a backup business bank account, this could be a good option. Some entrepreneurs want to open a European account online because they want a backup banking option for their company. For example, if your current business bank account is frozen, gets shut down, or has a major disruption, you can just shift your business to your backup bank account instead. Also, there's diversification. Some businesses want to open European bank accounts for diversification purposes. This can include geographic, economic, political, or currency diversification depending on the person and business. For example, some entrepreneurs hate the idea of holding 100% of their company's cash in a single country or single bank. If the country is unstable, has unpredictable laws, has failure-prone banks, or is known for ambulance chasing lawyers and frivolous lawsuits, keeping some of your company's cash abroad just makes sense. Next, accessing European payment processors or transfer services. For some entrepreneurs and companies from non-EU countries, a European business bank account is a golden ticket. With a European business bank account, you can access European payment processors, transfer services, online marketplaces like Amazon, and get debit cards. Plus, having access to the currencies and payment methods that your customers actually want is key. Finally, you'll also unlock profitable arbitrage opportunities. Some entrepreneurs open European business bank accounts online to take advantage of certain arbitrage opportunities that aren't available in other countries. For example, government regulations in Europe keep prices artificially low for certain types of banking activities. Payment processors have to keep fees below certain amounts, and bank-to-bank transfers with the EU are regulated and cheap. Needless to say, banking in Europe has its benefits. Of course, whether or not those benefits are useful to you will ultimately depend on the type of business you have. Generally, there are three groups that typically benefit from opening European business bank accounts. First, entrepreneurs and small businesses who need a European business bank account. Included in this group are digital nomads, expats, life coaches, dropshippers, Amazon FBA sellers, online business gurus, subscription businesses, software developers, freelancers, and startups. Second are those who have businesses that fintechs hate. This group includes non-EU companies, offshore companies, investment funds, small fund managers, traders, high-risk businesses, and businesses with no ties to any EU country at all. Lastly, there are businesses that have outgrown fintechs, have high volumes, and need a real brick-and-mortar banking option. If that's you, fintechs either reject you, constantly freeze your account, or just have too many limitations for you to carry on your business. This is typical of businesses on a serious growth trajectory, transacting in high volumes or in certain industries. Unfortunately, while these groups have a lot to gain from banking in Europe, most applicants end up rejected for entirely avoidable reasons, such as misunderstanding or ignoring the bank's requirements before applying, overlooking the bank's sensitivities and concerns, not realizing that an in-person visit is still actually required, and applying with the wrong business structure. Here are a few important tips. Don't go in blind. Don't waste your applications, and stop repeating the same mistakes over and over again. If you get rejected at your dream bank because you made a careless mistake or didn't know what you were doing, you just lost your chance at opening an account there. And that's a huge problem. Sometimes there's only one or two banks in an entire country that'll work with your business. If you go to the wrong branch, wrong banker, or don't have the right documents going in, you've essentially blacklisted yourself and eliminated that bank as an option for your company. Unfortunately, a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs are brilliant when it comes to business, but they don't know about the nuances of account opening and business banking. If you want to open a European business bank account online, then you can obviously use the information that I've shared in this video. Or you can access one of our account opening services and start taking action today. Each of our premium services are designed to help non-resident individuals, foreigners, and their businesses open international bank accounts. Whether you need personal, private, business, offshore, or even US banking, we have an account opening solution that will work for you. You can get started with GlobalBanks IQ, our international banking intelligence service. It gives you step-by-step instructions and all the tools you need to find and open accounts with top banks around the world. Plus, you'll unlock our international intelligence reports, account opening strategies, international bank database, and much more. We also have a dedicated US account opening service called GlobalBanks USA, which is 100% focused on helping non-residents, foreigners, and even foreign and offshore companies open bank accounts in the US. It involves direct one-on-one support from our team of experts and includes access to our US banking intelligence reports, US account opening strategies, and US bank database. And of course, there's our flagship service, GlobalBanks Insider. With GlobalBanks Insider, you'll get access to everything we offer, including all of the benefits in GlobalBanks IQ and GlobalBanks USA. Plus, our entire library of premium reports, the entire GlobalBanks database, and dedicated one-on-one support from our team of international banking experts to help you find and open the accounts you need. So, no matter where you're looking to bank in the world, you're only a few clicks away from finding and opening international accounts. To get started, just click the link in the description below to learn more about the available options. And before signing off, don't forget to hit subscribe so you get alerted every time we share new banking opportunities. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.